as is love doesn't exist.
Episode 47.
A few days later, when I realized that the handkerchief I had hidden in my desk was missing, I met Hyung for the first time.
Hyung, you took her handkerchief, right? Quickly give it to me. Give up. Why should I give up? It was blown away by the wind and caught on the top of that tree. After all, it wasn't yours in the first place.
When I saw Hyung talking casually like that for the first time, feelings of hatred emerged in my heart.
If I get that handkerchief, if I get it, it will truly be mine. Okay.
At that time, Hyung's smile was like a face that convinced me that I would never have that handkerchief.
Just wait and see. I'll get it somehow.
Dozens of times I slipped and fell down while climbing trees, but I didn't give up. After countless failures and repeated attempts.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
I grabbed the handkerchief that it seemed like I could never touch.
See, Hyung? You said you couldn't do it, but I did it. Now it's mine.
After taking the handkerchief, the branch of the tree I was standing on broke, and I fell embarrassingly to the ground. Even though my back was badly injured due to a wrong fall at that time, the joy of this handkerchief being mine far outweighed the pain. But the joy didn't last long. A handkerchief is just a handkerchief, because it's not her. When she saw me, she still ran away as if she had just seen a monster, and she often followed Hyung. Actually, Hyung isn't really interested in that child, so why I can't have that child even though I really want her? I was frustrated and angry because I didn't want to give up, but I had no choice but to give up when I saw that she wasn't interested in me at all. I am determined to leave Korea and do not want to be led by a child who thinks and acts as if it were my brother, despite being brainwashed by adults. And my parents who always watched me nervously because they were afraid I would get ahead of them. I just gave up. One day, the child who was always busy running away when she saw me, looked into my eyes and said,
Guihyun is not the only man in Seo Rei-jong's family.
She whispered something so sweet to me.
I don't want to be a maid. I don't like ancestral rituals more than once every 10 years.
So I thought I might be imagining what I wanted to hear. The day after we started dating and had our first fight about Hyung, I stood for hours in front of the house, waiting for the girl's call.
I like you.
She said she liked me with her teary eyes.
How about we go out to eat holding hands?
At that time, I was very sure that her heart was with me. But in an instant, she dropped me to the floor from above, which was so high that I couldn't climb any further.
I want to have Jong Guihyun, the eldest son of White Knight food. You definitely know what Guihyun Appa means to your extended family. He said he would immediately assume the position of head of planning after graduating. Ultimately, he will rise to the position of president.
She dreams of a place that I will never be able to reach through my efforts.
I've decided. Sorry Appa, I was planning to do this wedding.
Even so, when I heard she was going to marry me, I felt so disgusted with myself that my heart was beating fast, even though I know that I am just a substitute for my brother for her.
I am home. This honeymoon house is too big for the two of us to live in, so I feel depressed and lonely. It felt like coming to an exhibition, not home. The first floor has 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and a large kitchen, and the second floor has 2 rooms, 1 bathroom, and a small kitchen. There's nothing in the fridge. If that's the case, the main room on the first floor, which is the husband and wife's bedroom, must be used, but I can't directly set foot in that room. Let's stay on the second floor. The living room on the second floor is my favorite room in this house because it has high ceilings and lots of windows, so lots of light comes in. Because it is connected to a large outdoor terrace, it is not stuffy and you can see the night view, so it is good to use as a workspace. On this spacious terrace, it would be great if there was an outdoor bed. However, I have to get permission to do that. This is how difficult it is for people who live together. Did you arrive safely? How is the weather there? The nights there are very hot, you know? Sister Yang. Send me a message. I arrived safely. It's very bright and nice here. I'll contact you when I get back. Done, send. I heard it was snowing heavily there. The sender was Hyung, but it was a message that was definitely sent by Yunsu Appa. I didn't even have time to think about the weather. I have to be careful not to make any mistakes when contacting my parents later. I'm tired after staying up all night. Should I rest in this sun? When I came to, I heard a familiar voice calling me repeatedly. Ah, Sian. How did you feel when you forced yourself to take Yunhai's place? Are you happy? And in front of me there is another me. What are you? I am Kim Sian, I am your deepest feelings. I came because it seems like you can't be honest. What do you mean? You've also seen that the two of them are together. Inside your heart, you felt like you were almost dying of jealousy, but you pretended you didn't. Instead, I'll tell you what you honestly think. Actually, you're afraid that Ijun likes Yunhai, right? What are they doing in the morning like this? Didn't you imagine this along the way? No. I thought so, even if you... I said no. What is this? This is a dream, yes, a strange dream. What to do? I fell asleep, so I forgot to tell him.
Sian, are you there yet?
Yes, I arrived earlier, but I fell asleep because I was tired. Ijun Appa is also still sleeping.
Okay. Both of you must be tired, so rest well.
I spoke with a bright voice as if I were a happy bride. Yes, I will rest well. I'll call again when I wake up. Instead of calling Suwon's grandfather and my in-laws, I sent a message saying I would rest well during the trip and would visit them. You probably already know from the driver that we are not honeymooning in Namhee. Even if that wasn't the case, adults in Suwon would know that Ijun Appa was caught trying to leave the country secretly on his wedding day. However, he wouldn't believe it even if I called with a voice pretending that I was happy. Luckily, I stopped at a convenience store and bought some food on the way here. After not eating cup noodles for a long time, those old memories came back to my mind.
How about we switch positions? I'm the one living independently, then I eat cup noodles. Will that be okay?
Someone who wasn't happy just hearing that I was eating udon alone, and someone who showed me that he was with Yunhai on the first day of my honeymoon. If he could see me now, he would definitely laugh at me for looking so bad. The sound of the front door. I have to clean this up. I thought about immediately straightening my seat and going up to the second floor, but the owner of the footsteps was already before my eyes.
What is dinner?
No. I couldn't lift my head because I didn't want to face that pitiful gaze.
Your goods will come. I don't care if you stay like that, it's up to you.
Even though we were already a married couple living in the same house, we felt further apart than before.